Hey everyone, welcome back to the eBay shop. You can see Paul is back from
I
vacation.
am back.
He got back Saturday, but he hasn't been here in the shop. He did get chemo and a scan Monday. So he's waiting. He's feeling pretty good today, actually, right?
I'm feeling pretty good today. I usually don't feel this great. I didn't eat since Sunday. I ate some yogurt this morning. Today's Wednesday, so you guys know. And I'm actually feeling good, and I've already listed a bunch of things.
Yeah, his energy's been awesome. He did have an extra week between chemo rounds just because he went on vacation there. So what else was I going to say about that?
I'll tell you about my vacation.
Oh, the scan. That's right.
Oh, yeah, my scan.
So he's waiting for results on his scan that he just had Monday.
I don't know when they're going to come in either. It's like I just got to text my doctor.
So then the next... So obviously he's a little anxious about the whole thing.
If they tell me they're growing, it changes my life immediately. If they're the same, I continue doing the same thing. So
yeah, it's always a little nerve-wracking. He gets it, every 3 months?
Every 3 months.
So he went on his cruise. He had fun with his family.
Yeah, we went down. Actually, we left from Baltimore, Maryland. Out of there, we cruised down to Charleston, South Carolina, which is a gorgeous city. It was cold, but that city is literally gorgeous. Then we went to Port Canaveral, Florida, hung out with my wife's dad for the day because he's from down there, which was really nice. Then we went to 2 spots in the Bahamas, which was absolutely gorgeous, and it was like amazing. And then it come back here, it sucks so much. It's like cloudy. It's crazy. We were sailing north on the cruise, sitting outside in the hot tubs. It's like 72 and sunny. And then you could look ahead to the north, and it was gray and clouds, and look behind us, it was like sun and
It's
nice.
like you're leaving.
It's like you could literally tell, okay, here's the northeast, everybody out of the hot tubs.
It's like D-Day. You're like heading.
Right down in the room.
Were you in a U-boat?
I was.
So, yeah, it's actually not too bad temperature-wise here in New York. It's really crappy out, raining and stuff now. I think we're supposed to get a big snowstorm tonight, honestly.
Like a foot of snow.
And then it's supposed to go,
60.
foot of snow, then back up to 60. So, so we're going to pull 9 eBay orders. After that, we're going to handle a couple of viewer questions about a recent buy that we just made. I'm going to go over, we got a couple more pins to put in the YouTube viewer map. And we did get another magnet in too, another state magnet. So let's get right to pulling orders now. Let's handle this part before we get into the other things. 9 eBay orders for $560.79. The first thing is gonna be something from the Nova Buy that I just listed this morning, and I listed it for parts, and I priced it way down on purpose, and I probably went down a little bit too much because it sold immediately. It's this Nicorex F camera. It does have a lens on it too. It's a Nikkor-S 1, I don't even know, 1:2 F equals 5 centimeters, all those numbers. I don't know, I just read them off there and I put them in the title. I've sold so many cameras. I did a huge truck and a half full camera collection, and I still know almost nothing about them. This did sell 4 parts though for $20 plus shipping, and I'm just happy. I wrote in there, sold as is, no returns. Just happy to get 20 bucks back from the Nova Buy on that. And then 1B.
Right here. I didn't open it yet, so it's
right there. It's floating loose in there.
Wow.
So we have Vintage Marks, the Lone Ranger. It's the headdress piece. Let me see what else it says about it. 1973 Tribal Powwow replacement. The same buyer came back and bought this. There was a buyer that bought a set that you're going to see a little bit later. They came back and bought this as well. So it's going to be 2 items on that order. That though by itself sold for $17 with free shipping.
This is a 14 feet.
This is kind of a cool little piece. So we went from a Marks toy to a Big Jim toy. Right there.
Big Jim Devil River Trip 12-inch action figure. And it works. $18 plus shipping.
Yep, alligator from one of the sets there. And then it has a wheel on the bottom. And then when you push it, it goes side to side and the mouth opens and closes. You can kind of hear it clacking. So it works, $18 plus shipping. And you can hear the dogs playing in the background. They haven't seen each other in a few days. Okay, this is also from the Nova Buy. I'll go over to buy the dogs real quick and I'll show you. I had a whole tote filled with bottles from the Nova Buy. I unwrapped every single one. They were all wrapped in newspaper. So we got all sorts of stuff. Milk glasses, flasks, small bottles, medicine bottles. There's some beer ones. All sorts of bottles there. I listed one. I grabbed one and listed it. I think yesterday or the day before. It says the Great Specific Dr. Kilmer's Swamp Root Kidney and Liver and Bladder Cure. So that's pretty cool. $18 plus shipping. It's kind of hard to price bottles because the condition varies so much on them. So I kind of just found like what I thought was a sweet spot, and yeah, 18 bucks back in the Nova Buy. So I listed these. See that back one has one on top there. Okay, both of these just sold. These are brand new. This is foreshadowing the buy that we're going to talk a little bit later. We made a Star Wars buy, $3,700. I'll talk about that later. I did list a few things yesterday. By a few, I mean like almost 40. These are Star Wars Vintage Collection. So it's made to look vintage. TIE Fighter. It's a Walmart exclusive. These are still sealed. The tape is still sealed on both sides. These were $50 plus shipping a piece. Same buyer bought both of them, $100 plus shipping.
And it's a dinger.
That's a dinger. Good job remembering. You scared me with that because I had no idea what was coming.
You named the price and I had to ding it.
So we did get a dinger. This one, you can see it has a little, it's hard to see, a little box wear there, or damage. That's the one I took pictures of when I did a quantity. So they were basing the price off of this one, and whoever would have got this one gets one in better condition. That's just how I did it with this. Happy they're both going out to the same buyer, though. I'm gonna have to refund a little bit of shipping there. So next we got another dinger. Paul, go hit it.
That's a good dinger.
Nice.
$180.
This is a 9B right here, Paul. This is a really good G.I. Joe figure right here. Be careful with this one. He said he's going to get it graded. This is an early birthday present to somebody that's been messaging us for a week or so now. This is G.I. Joe 1993 Snow Serpent. Yeah, it's still sealed in this little baggie here. Let me click on it again just to make sure I got all the complete Arctic Commandos. Okay, for some reason I thought this was a mail-in giveaway. It still might be. I just might not have it in the title. This sold for $180 plus shipping. That's an awesome one right there. Good one to get back from the G.I. Joe buy. For those of you who don't know, about 2 months ago we spent $4,200 on G.I. Joe stuff. And I think we've got back like 15,000 so far. And still have another big chunk listed. I think the total is going to be like around 18 grand. Okay, Paul's digging out a keychain here. Skylark.
There it is. The only one like that.
The only dark color one. This is a Buick Skylark keychain. Little fob piece there. We had hundreds of these. So every once in a while we sell one between 10 and 20 bucks. This one is $14 free shipping. And then the same person that bought that Lone Ranger headdress also bought this next thing on E. Right here. Everything's not where I expect it to be today.
Really?
Well, like these were like in drawers and stuff, and then we just happen to have this one on E. Did you list this one? Because this was the complete one?
Yeah, when we had all three of those were incomplete, that was the one complete
one. Okay. This is the Apache Buffalo Hunt. The Lone Ranger, you can see it has the old two guys sticker back in the day. 49 cents she paid for this, Paul. Really? Wouldn't you have loved to be back then and just buy all these old toys when they went on discount?
And just stack them in a storage unit, heated, nice storage unit for years.
Oh, that'd be awesome. The Lone Ranger rides again. Apache Buffalo Hunt. Yeah, pretty cool. It is sealed. This is $80 plus shipping. Plus it helps us out too because this is free shipping and we can send it along with that. It'll save us a few dollars on shipping price. And then Paul is over there in the Delaney tote, which is, careful with them bottles. I added stuff to that too. Oh, it looks right there, that Capote one.
This one?
Yep.
Nice.
This is one you know what this is? This was listed in a different place, and when I re-skewed stuff and I put it in there, I noticed that the title didn't have Picasso or Don Quixote. See how it says it on there? I added it to it and now it's sold. Basically, I'm awesome, is what I'm saying. This is Pacific Bedding, twin fitted sheet. It's kind of got like a nice cowboy pattern there. $15 plus shipping. And that's it for the sales right now. So a pretty good number with $560 going out. Happy to get a lot of our last buys are in here. We got Nova buy, we have the G.I. Joe buy, and we have the Wars buy. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna get this stuff shipped out, and then we're gonna come back, viewer questions, map, magnets, and talk about that Wars buy. All right, we are back. I want to thank Melissa. She hooked us up with the Tennessee one down here.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah, if anyone wants to participate in the state magnet, you can go to that address right there. I'd like to fill up this whole garage wall here, or door, and we also have a garage door over there. If we get enough of them, I'll just do the shape of the United States with the magnets in their spot. So we'll see how that goes. Also wanted to add, or did add, a few locations to our map. We got Tennessee Ridge, obviously in Tennessee. We got Newberry Springs, California, McCreary County, Kentucky, Cedar City, Utah, and Tecumseh, Michigan. So thank you all very much. I added the pins last night and then one or two this morning as well. If you guys are a subscriber, just let us know where you're from down in the comments. I'll try not to read it out to the whole world, specifically where everyone's from, just to make sure I'm not divulging too much information. I will say who gave me the state magnets though, just because that doesn't narrow it down too much. But yeah, we're getting there. Looks like a lot of northeastern people, probably because they know what CMY stands for. But we're starting to get out there. We gained a Utah one. That was pretty cool.
We're missing Nevada, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico,
Kansas,
South Dakota. I know Grams and Pops are from
Kansas City. Yeah, I'm just not positive where exactly everyone's from. I do know some of these states we do have viewers from. They just haven't messaged specifically where they're at. So yeah, if you could just leave down in the comments where you're from, we'd like to add a pin for you guys. Next, I would like to go to the viewer questions. This pertains to, I did a couple YouTube shorts over here about Star Wars collection I just bought, or we just bought. There is so much stuff. I don't even know. I don't really want to do a haul video and break all this stuff out, just because we are already behind with so much stuff that we have to do. We have the whole, yeah, this is our Nova buys right there and right here. We got, and right here. We got look at it. There's underneath the map, we have some of the Nova buy. We have Star Wars stuff here. We started listing out of all this stuff. Obviously we have the Dan stuff back there. And this is all Star Wars stuff right here. These boxes right here. You see a lot of modern toys. A lot of this isn't going to be like super high value stuff, but there's just so much quantity. And the main reason I'm kind of figuring is $3,700 was a lot for the kind of stuff that you're seeing here. But what you're not seeing is in some of these totes and boxes, there's 1,188 loose figures that are all complete. And a lot of them even have the UPC in there, so it'd be really easy to look them up. But I've been finding some decent ones. Like there's these more modern Star Wars carded figures that are meant to look old. And a lot of them I'm looking up and, you know, they might only be $18 free shipping, so we're only making $8 to $10 off them or something. But every once in a while, I find one that's like 30 or 40, and it's adding up pretty good. What you're not seeing in this stuff behind me is yesterday I listed like 30 to 40 items. I think the total listed now is like $800. That's what the shipping price is included. And we also just showed you in the video already that we sold $100 worth of Star Wars stuff. So I already got like whatever, $500-600 worth of stuff up. And we have all this stuff. I've showed it in the YouTube shorts, but you can see the size of this giant box here. This is loaded with loose figures. They're all individually bagged. They all have their weapons with them, everything extremely meticulously taken care of. He even wrote the number of figures in each bag. There's 21 in here, where they're from. Like I said, I can see UPCs in there. This whole box, I mean, it literally weighs probably 50 pounds of figures. One of the bad parts is, like, here's a scene here. He did take out the figures from within these scenes. This by itself sells for like 50 plus shipping. I just don't have it listed yet. But if it was new with the figures, it would have been way more. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to come across figures and add them back to these things. But yeah, there's just Funko Pops in there. I kind of did this deal without Paul's discretion because
I was on vacation, but I'm totally cool with it.
He knew about it from beforehand, because this guy would send me pictures like every 6 days of like another 300 figures laid out. I've probably been talking to him for 4 or 5 weeks now, and Paul was on vacation when we were kind of finalizing everything, so I didn't really get the chance to like run through the numbers. Just so everyone knows where I was at in my head. He had mentioned, well, at first it was listed for, I think, 8,000, and then he quickly dropped it to 6,500. And then while I was talking to him, he said that he would do 5. And then he thought there was like 1,200 and something figures, but there ended up being 1,188 of just the loose figures. And then he said he'd do 4,700. And I said, well, let me come up and look at it. I went up and looked. Kind of realized that a lot of those loose figures, almost all the loose figures, were 4-inch size and not the 6-inch size. And I kind of hemmed and hawed about it, and I said, could you help me out a little bit better on price? He said 4,000, and I said 3,700. And then I'm sorry, I said 3,500, and then he said 3,700. So I ended up settling there. And yeah, it worked out pretty good. I think there's the big stuff. I'm hoping to get our money back plus a little bit extra, and that'll help clear out the space. And then the 1,200 approximately small figures, I'm just gonna list every week. I'm gonna pull out 15, 20, 25 of them, get them listed, sell them off, and just have inventory going forward. I don't think it's going to do as good as the G.I. Joe buy, where we spent $4,200 and made like $18,000. I think this will have quite a bit of work when it comes to the loose figures, but I think it'll be like, if I had to guess, I would say 3,600 into like 13 or 14,000. And I'm hoping to be surprised. So I'm kind of like lowballing it just to be safe, but I'm happy with the deal. There's no way I can show you guys all this stuff. Just know that a lot of this stuff I'm showing you is not huge money, all right? It's basically a deal based on bulk. A lot of these figures, I'm not buying these because they're worth $50 a piece. Most of them are just, we're making $7 to $12 a piece on them, and then every like 10th, 12th one, we're getting surprised and making $30 on or so. So yeah, there's big totes down there that are filled. There's a tote over there. There's a Millennium Falcon here, a more modern one. It's kind of strewn out pretty good. I already did add a bunch of garage sale stuff too. So like this one was like $10, $14 plus shipping approximately on eBay. We're just gonna put it in our garage sale and sell it where we don't have to pay the fees on it or whatever. Some of those carded figures I was listing. Right here is a box that I deemed not worth listing on eBay. we'll probably put those for like $5 a piece in our garage sale, and they'll sell quick. Every time we've had Star Wars stuff that from Dan's that wasn't worth it, we listed it between $3 and $5, and it sold out good. So I said all that stuff to kind of give you a basis on what these questions were, because I put it in a YouTube short. The questions we got were: nice score. My big question is, how do you find these picks? I'm tired of garage sales and thrift stores. Okay, first, don't be tired of garage sales.
Yeah, never. That's the greatest thing.
Yeah, have fun with garage sales. Paul, you love garage sales,
I love
right?
garage sales. It's where you hit the biggest dingers, I think.
Yeah, in our area, we really don't give a crap about thrift stores. We've very, very, very seldom will we go into a thrift store at all.
Right.
We've tried a little bit, but yeah, no more thrift stores for us, really. I understand how some people have really good ones. Just up here, not so much. But garage sales, don't be tired of those. And then we had another question: where the heck are you finding all this stuff? We have had a few buys in a row now. So I just wanted to pull those questions out and then talk about, again, we had a sourcing video where we mentioned sourcing a few back, and this was no exception. Facebook Marketplace, found a collection, found a guy that was selling a bunch of stuff that we like to buy, asked him if he had more stuff. It actually turned out his brother had all this stuff. And then his brother just kept sending me pictures, and you just try to get to a number you like. I think people, where they get hung up on is people's asking prices. And asking price is just that. That's what they're asking. The G.I. Joe buy I got for $4,200.
He was asking 10 grand.
He was asking 10 grand. This one here, he started off at 8, then 6.5. He ended up selling it for $3,700. Like, people are in situations where, like, the $3,700 was actually helping him out. He said that he was done with Star Wars. He'd been collecting for 20 plus years. He said, it was actually pretty funny. He said that the franchise got too woke. So then he said that, and he said that he had some dentist work done, and he had a roof leak, and he's like, time to be done with the Star Wars stuff. That's the first thing I'm going to sell off. He's, you know, if he comes across any other collections, he's going to get a hold of us. And the 3,700 helped him out. Dan's house, how much?
Helped him out tremendously.
Yeah.
28 grand.
Yeah, 28, 30 grand we spent at Dan's, and he had, what, 3
nice
houses?
Cash money. He didn't claim any of that. That's 28, 30 grand in, what, a year and a half that we
Yeah.
did. That's a lot of money.
And that was just going out. He needed to clear out houses so he could sell them. So, you know, it seems like you're being cheap, but that's just where you have to be. If you're a reseller, you have to be at these numbers.
You can't buy and sell it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I always say. I can't buy this and sell it.
Yeah,
So it's one of us gonna have to give, and it's not me every time. I'm the end of the line here.
yeah. And just for every deal we show you guys, there's probably 7 or 8 other deals that we've inquired about that fall through.
Yeah, it's
So,
yeah, 1 in 5, 1 in 10
Yeah.
you actually get to make.
yeah, sometimes we're communicating with like 3 or 4 people at the same time, and none of them work out. And then we just busy ourselves listing away. Just, I think we're going to be done looking for a while, because
Yeah,
garage sale
that's
season's
why.
coming up. This one's really big. I kind of justified it, though, with how meticulous he was with the loose figures. A lot of the work is already done with this. It's kind of the same deal with the G.I. Joe one. A lot of the work was done. So, yeah, we're just diligent about looking for these deals. And, I mean,
If anybody wants to come over and help list, we have lots of stuff.
yeah. Yeah, and if you have any giant collections, we're always willing to buy some more, so let us know. I just wanted to touch on those questions real quick, because there's no secret to it. Just get after it. Know where you need to be. Talk to a lot of people. Don't force yourself into a situation where you're paying up.
Yeah, I gotta see the good at the end of it. Don't go into a situation nervous that you're not gonna make the money back, because then you're probably not. You gotta go in knowing you're gonna make the money back.
Yeah.
On any of these deals, you gotta say, hey, I'm gonna get my money back on this portion. The rest of this is gonna be profit. That's how you basically have to look at it.
Yep, and that's basically what I did with this deal. This stuff is all, like I said, I did 40 listings yesterday approximately, in just like, 2 hours or something like that. A lot of this stuff lists super, super quick, really quick. So this whole pile here, it might not sell immediately, but we're gonna get it up listed pretty quick, besides the loose figures. So that's where the work is gonna really tail out. I really don't have too much more. There's no secret about it. Just get after it. And
Marketplace and Craigslist, those are the two.
Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, and be willing to drive. I went an hour and a half each way to pick this up. So thanks for watching, everyone. This is going to be one video. I'll come back. The next 2 days will be in the next video. This one's just going to be the 1 day of sales and all the other stuff we talked about. So thank you guys very much. Glad you're back, Paul.
Thank you.
All right. Paul's going to be bringing these home for Kennedy to open. And then we'll add a clip either in this video or the next video. So thank you so much. Say resell CNY.
Resell CNY.
Said please like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
And bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.